Hey everybody, it's Dr. Heyer from Holistic Health. Today's video is going to follow up and kind of follow in line with the last two or three that we've done in regards to headaches. Headaches affect millions of people in America and most of the time unnecessarily. And so I'm hoping that this series of videos will help people understand that there are options other than pharmaceuticals and medications that in many cases kind of take their normal life away from them. So we've talked a little bit about headaches and how food sensitivities and mineral deficiencies can affect and cause those headaches. But today I want to talk about something more from an energetic side, and that is how acupuncture can help relieve headaches. Acupuncture has been around for thousands of years. It really depends on what source you read. It's anywhere from 3,000 to 7,000 years old. Some sources say it's as old as human history itself. The long story short is it's been around a long time. It's been helping a lot of people, and we've found very good success in our office using that with people who have headaches. But people don't really quite understand how can an acupuncture needle help alleviate my headache? Well, let's take this chart as an example. Here we have a chart with a gentleman with a bunch of dots and lines on. And these represent the meridians that run on the skin of the surface of the skin. And first, let's kind of look at the whole wall in this building. If I said that there's power in this building or power in this wall, it might sound weird at first, but if you think about it, somewhere between that light switch and that light is a wire. So when I do this and that, we can see that the effects of turning electricity on and off has an effect on the light. Well, if I said something like there's power running through the body, it sounds a little weird because we're a more chemical-based society, more chemical-based healthcare system than an energetic-based system. And if I said that there's power running through the body, at first some people may say that sounds a little weird, but let's think about it for a second. The brain is a giant battery. And what does it do? It sends a signal down a nerve to my body, to every organ, every tissue, every cell. It has complete control over how my body works. And if I want to curl a weight or if I want to play the piano, my brain sends an electrical signal down a nerve to that muscle or muscles to perform that act, whatever it might be. Well, any electrician can tell you that if there's electricity running through a wire, there's a magnetic field around it. We call it an EMF, or an electromagnetic field. Any electrician can explain that to you. Well, if I just explain that the nerve is like a fleshy wire inside the body, and there's a magnetic field around an electrical wire, does that mean there's a field around a body wire, a nerve? Yes, there's a biomagnetic field as well. And some people call it a meridian, some people call it a channel, some people call it an aura. I don't really care what term you use, but we're basically a walking ball of energy. And that energy is channeled through the body in different paths or flowing in different ways. Now, if I wanted to, say, use my vacuum cleaner or charge up my cell phone or my laptop, I would look for what? I would look for an outlet that I could plug into to tap into the power that this wall or this building has. Makes sense, right? But an acupuncture point is very similar to an outlet in the sense that we can tap into to help charge up the body or rebalance the body. So you'll oftentimes hear acupuncturists talking about too much chi or too little chi and bringing balance and homeostasis back to the body. And that's a great description. That's a very accurate description. I also like to use the analogy of charging up a person's body because we use an EMI or an electromeridian imaging machine to get measurements of how the energy is flowing through the body. And to be frank, most people's batteries are run down. I don't know too many people who are overcharged. I mean, most people I see, maybe it's just me, most patients I see are tired. They're fatigued, they're run down. Maybe that explains, things with you or describes you. And so what we can do is use these acupuncture points to help build up that chi and disperse that energy into the body so the body can heal itself. Now the next thing people usually ask is, well, does it hurt? Well, we have the needles come in these little sterile packets, and they're very, very small. They're much, much smaller than, say, a hypodermic needle that you might have blood drawn or get in a shot or an injection. And I don't know if Alexis can zoom in on this, but this needle is maybe 2 hairs, maybe 3 hairs thick. It's really small, and typically we only go a millimeter or two into the skin. We actually typically don't even puncture the dermis. It's usually in the epidermis. We don't go through the subcutaneous at all. And then once they're done, they're pulled out, they're disposed of, and they're never used again. And there are different points on the body that help different physiological functions better. Think of an acupuncture point kind of like an icon on your computer. If you push one icon, maybe you'll get a spreadsheet program, or you push another icon, you get a Word document. You push another icon, you get a different function that the computer can do. Same thing with the acupuncture points. They have different physiological functions related to them. If you've done any Googling, which most of us have, you'll know that large intestine 4, which is between the thumb and the index finger in the web here, is a great point for headaches. People can rub them, stimulate them, tap them, squeeze them, and a lot of times people will notice that their headache will abate and subside. We use it a lot as well. The thing though is with formulaic approaches is that not everybody has the same reason for a headache. And that's why we do an evaluation to figure out and determine, where's this person's imbalances and what do we have to do to bring homeostasis back to the body. So the long and the short of it is, we're basically working on the electric system of the body, the energetic system of the body, by tapping into acupuncture points that can help alleviate those headache symptoms and bring balance back to the body. So if you or somebody you know is suffering from headaches, and I really believe that most of them are unnecessary. If you or somebody you know is suffering from headaches, feel free to give us a call, shoot us an email, and if not, at the very least, if you would like and share our video so that we can spread the word, because there's a lot of people suffering who don't need to be, and I'd love to be able to help. Thanks. Have a great day.